live. And hello,
it says
everyone.
that we are live. Hello, everybody.
And welcome to the happy hour here at the Command Center with Clark's Cove Detecting. Glad to see everyone popping in the chat over there. I see Guido and Las Vegas Urban Treasure Hunter. Welcome.
Yes.
And David Alfonsetti. Welcome.
PNW Dirt Fishing.
Welcome. Thanks everyone who's joining. And we're going to have us a giveaway tonight. So I'm going to get ready and set that up, guys, so everyone can start. Let's get over here and we're going to share this. Okay.
It will be hashtag red shoes.
Yeah, they're going to get to see that right
there. Yes. Hashtag that kind of coincides with our guest.
Red shoes. Hey, JP and Carson. Welcome, everyone.
Yes, welcome, so guys.
Everyone start getting your hashtags in there and get in on this giveaway tonight. And we're going to jump right on in and we're going to bring up, let's get this down.
Yep.
And let's go ahead and bring our co-host up.
Hey.
Everyone give a big cover welcome to Rachel. I see Park Rat Pat has joined us. Welcome, Pat. Good seeing you, brother. And we're going to go ahead and bring our guest up. We're going to jump right on into this live stream tonight. We really don't have, well, Rachel has an announcement she's going to make.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and bring the man in the red shoes up. Everyone give a big cover welcome to Mr. B. Higgles. Brian.
Howdy, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much. Honored to be here. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Glad to have you. Glad to have everyone here with us this evening.
I didn't see you. Welcome. Yes. Uh-oh. I got pop-ups going to start popping up here now.
Hey, Bill, you guys.
In the way.
Hey, everybody in the chat.
Dirt Trolling Troy.
Well,
hey, Troy, welcome.
Troy Carmichael, good to see you.
Yes, absolutely.
My
Olin
goodness.
Borden.
Yes, Olin Borden, good to see you too.
And Javier Garcia, welcome. Welcome.
Javier.
Everyone be sure to hashtag red shoes and get in on the giveaway at the end of the live stream tonight.
Yep. Absolutely.
So,
hey, Diggin.
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 You know, however you want to pronounce it. Certain depends on where you're from in the country.
Depends on your accent.
Yeah.
Your drawl.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad. There's a new channel. It's either the Set Tube 27 or these Tubes 27. I always say
I've seen
Tube
that.
27. But Shane said the Set Tube 27. So it's one of those. Either way.
Yeah.
I see it as these two.
The same.
All tomatoes and tomatoes, isn't it?
Hey, Marty.
Yeah.
Ed, flash in your pan. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Guido. Hey, y'all.
Hey, Ed, brother.
Guido, we have got your mail ready, and it will go out Monday.
Yep.
All right.
What did we get out yesterday?
We got out Grease Monkey, Carson Prospecting, Willie Tin Man Magnet Fishing.
Yep. Monk Cheetah, because they won our 1,000 sub giveaway.
Yes.
So we got their
and Dirty Paws.
And Dirty Paws.
Yes.
Dirty Paw.
Yeah. Hey, Michael.
Prospecting. Welcome.
Hey, Jeff.
I'm just a little behind on mailing my stuff out.
Yeah, we're we got a couple of pieces still to go out, but yeah, we're pretty well caught up with our mail.
We're just waiting on an address, and it might be a little while for that person, but that's okay. Their mail is laying right there.
It'll be right there for them.
So what are we giving away tonight?
What we always give away, a little sticker pack. Always giving away one of the new uncirculated 2022 Maya Angelou coins. We've got a CCD 134 poker chip. We've got a If You Lose It, We Find It CCD button, and just some other little goodies. I ain't going to give it all away. So,
all sorts of goodness in there.
Nice.
Some stickers, got the toilet camera sticker in there.
For research only.
For research only.
Digologist. Mandy Brown, welcome.
So, Rachel, you had something you wanted to mention. Go ahead and.
Well, as many people have already heard, I know most of the chat has, about the passing of Matt Tomani, Jersey Digger. It's been on a couple live streams. It's been on a Relic Roundup did a little something about him Thursday night. But I don't know if everybody's aware, because I know a lot of people don't do Facebook, but there is a GoFundMe set up to help with, expenses, with the family with expenses. It's set up by Joe Setti, who's a good friend of the family, and it's with Nicole Tomani's blessing. So you can almost a lot of the pages on Facebook do have the link. It's on my page. It's on the group page. Joe Setti shared it. It's a lot of places. So, if you feel like you would, even $5 helps,
No doubt. Well, rest in peace, Matt.
Yeah. He's a good dude.
Yeah, we were not familiar with.
Sorry to hear that.
I've been seeing it, but we wasn't familiar with the channel.
But our thoughts and prayers are with the family. Yes.
Absolutely. Because we're all family in
Yes,
this
we are.
community, whether we know each other or not, or
I don't
whether
know
we
if-
like each other or not.
Did you guys ever catch his son's show? Digging with Maddie?
I've heard of
Monday
it.
nights. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah. But no, I don't.
Digging Adventures.
Maybe once.
Maybe once.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
But we are familiar with that. Yes.
Yeah.
okay.
I was going to say hello to
Did you
Shane,
get Iron
Ohio
Ant with
River
James
History. I
and
got
Shane
James.
at Ohio River
Bean and
History.
Pick.
Bean and Pick. Yeah.
Yes. Welcome, guys. Thanks
Carson.
for coming.
So, Brian, we're going to jump right into some questions here.
Boy, that was a snap, wasn't it?
Yeah. Hit me. I'm ready.
Transition.
How long? I'm going to start off with how long have you been detecting?
I started on February 22nd of 2021. So about 18 months now.
What set you into the hobby of metal detecting?
Well, I like everybody else. We were all stuck at home and locked down. And so I turned to the streaming services and started watching YouTube. And I found this metal detecting channel. It's Digging SoCal. A lot of people know them, Bill and Christine. And I started watching them. And I started watching some of the other big ones, Dig That Beep, and, some of the other channels. And just started really getting into it. And I thought, man, I can do that. I can do that. So I bought a metal detector. I got me an Equinox 800. It's the first and only. It's the first and only metal detector I've ever owned. And I turned that thing on and started hunting. Day 1, I found a few coins. And day 3, I walked out my front door and found a sterling silver ring just 3 foot out my front door. And I have been hooked ever since. I mean, I cannot stop digging holes. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm hooked for life because I love seeing the treasures. I love the adventure. I love being outside in nature, and it's really relaxing for me, and I love it.
Yeah, I think of nothing when I'm detecting other than just the ground. Everything
it's amazing what you find just looking at the ground now. But before I would never pay no mind, but gosh, I'll find stuff everywhere just walking into the store or anywhere anymore just by looking down. It's crazy what's on the ground.
Oh yeah, we're constantly, when we go somewhere, I'm scanning the parking lots.
Yeah.
And always check your coin stars when you go to your local Walmart or wherever they may have one. We found some pretty good coins in the coin stars.
And something else to check when you go to the car wash, sometimes people leave their quarters laying up on the little thing. Yes.
Right. I do check the coin star. I had never found anything in like a year. And finally, it was about 3 months ago, I went in and my wife was inside doing some shopping. And I thought, I'm going to go in and check the coin star. And I went in, I found my first score in there finally. It was just some change and a silver Rosie. But, to get a silver out of the coin star is pretty awesome.
That is awesome. Yes, it is.
The one and only time I checked the coin star, I found a JFK.
Welcome.
Wow.
Can they get a blue ring?
It's awesome.
I haven't found anything since because I haven't looked since. I figured I can't top that.
You only checked once?
Yep.
Wow. And you found something? That's amazing. You're lucky at the coin stars then. You need to hit it again.
I don't know. I might ruin my luck. I'm like, I got, it wasn't a silver JFK, but it's still 50-cent piece. So
let me see if I can find them there.
Hey, Bean.
So we got the Dark Knight and Everything Treasure, and the other side of the boat all just came in.
Hey, Mark. We're in detective.
Oh, this thing is giving me.
There
There
you
we
go.
go.
Hey, Beard.
Fit.
Nope, that's not.
And
the
oh,
one.
That's not
Danny
the one
boy.
I need.
Hashtag red shoes to get in the giveaway
Yeah.
to the new peeps that came in.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in
Okay,
the
AZ,
chat.
you should be
You should
Hey,
be good.
should be good to go. Yeah,
I think
make
I
sure.
seen Dan
Hey, fun
Anderson,
with dirt. Welcome.
Gary's metal detecting, and everything treasure.
Welcome everyone. With missing you,
Absolutely.
we don't mean to.
Yeah, we don't mean to miss you.
No.
Fun with
Danny
dirt.
boy digging. Yes. Brian. I had it right there on my ties. Getting ready. Where'd you derive your name from, B. Higgles, for your channel?
Oh, the vehicles. That's an interesting little discussion. Before metal detecting, I fished. That was my zen. I'm a bass fisherman, kayak bass fisherman. That's what I did before finding metal detecting. And I if I ever get stuck in a tree, I use a little technique to jiggle it out of there. Well, I have a buddy that just did not know how to fish. He threw an open face reel and he would spend umpteen hours in the trees. And this was when we fished together in a John boat. And so he was constantly in the trees. And so I taught him that little jiggle and he called it the higgle. And so all my friends call me B, and that's where B Higgles comes from.
Okay,
That's cool. Definitely.
cool.
Yes. Absolutely.
And then now when I giggle, everybody calls it the higgle giggle. So.
Giggle, giggle, jiggle, jiggle.
I've taken the chipmunk sound bite and I don't know, turned it into something amazing apparently. And the red shoes, I mean, I never even knew the red shoes were going to be a thing. I swear. I just, saw those shoes one time in the store. I thought, man, those look pretty comfortable. So I got them and I was wearing them and everybody just went crazy about the red shoes. It was, red shoe, red shoe, red shoe. So the red shoes have stuck and now we got the lucky red shoes and then now it's a hashtag. So
I'm
who knew?
so glad
I
because
mean,
I,
who knew?
would have not have known you without those little red shoes.
Well, go ahead and tell that story.
I'm going to. We went to Flash Bash, of course, and I'm going to try and not talk real loud. I get excited when I talk about Flash Bash.
It was awesome.
But anyhow, we had just got in there that Friday around noonish. And we were unloading and getting everything unpacked, and it was afternoon. And I seen this dude walking down the little road going to the Johnny on the Spot. And Robert had unpacked his R2D2 beer cooler. And this dude said, "Is that R2D2 I'm seeing there?" I said, "Yeah, come on over. It's beer cooler. Have a look." I didn't know who he was. And Robert was messing around in the truck or something. And this gentleman said, "Do you know who I am?"
I said no.
And you were not there. You were already.
But I did say no.
You did say no. And I looked from head to toe and I seen the red shoes and I said, "B Higgles." Would not have known him without those little red shoes. And I said, "Robert, get over here." I said, "This is B Higgles. Look at the shoes."
I wouldn't. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm the world's worst at that stuff anyway.
Hey, Carson.
I had never seen his face, just heard his voice and seen his shoes.
Yeah, my face isn't on any of my videos.
Yeah.
So
I got ID'd once at the school from the red shoes too. I was just detecting away and somebody pulled over and they were kind of watching and he comes walking up to me and he said, "B Higgles?" I was like, "Yeah." Like, "How did you know that?" He was like, "Red shoes." I was like, "Oh man, I didn't been ID'd in public."
We're trademark.
So the red shoes will be a thing, I guess.
All right. I'm going to ask you
Thank
a
you all.
question now.
We'll ask. Away.
I am. What is your most favorite find that you have found so far?
Oh, favorite find. Well, the favorite's got to be the time capsule.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's such a rare find. I spent the first year detecting with my Equinox focused on targeting. I started in the tot lots like Digging SoCal because that was my inspirational channel. And I thought, well, I can do that. So I went to the tot lots and I spent the first year just working on targeting. I thought if I can find a target, locate that target and dig that target out of the ground, then I should be on my way to success. So that's what I did for the first year, is just focused on nothing but targeting. And then after that, at my 11th month, December last year, I got my very first private permission. I was out digging in a town near us, real small town. And I pulled up and there's this old school there and it's for sale and it's got a phone number on it. And I was like, well, I'll call the phone number. I mean, it certainly couldn't hurt to try. So I called the phone number on the for sale sign, and it's still for sale, by the way. If anybody's interested in a 1925 school with 3 acres, it's in beautiful country. But I called the number, and the lady was really, really nice. She was really friendly. She gave me full permission. I started digging there. As you all have seen, everybody knows about the 1925 school. I keep pulling silver after silver, just historic stuff and just crazy, crazy finds. But one day, it was January 9th, super cold day. It was super windy that day. I had me some coffee. I thought, man, I'm going to go out and dig me some holes anyway because I just can't get enough. So I went out there, and right near the front of the school, I got a real squelchy, kind of crazy high tone and worked and worked and worked it. And out popped the mason jar. It's got the old lid, but the old ceramic, and inside the mason jar is a note. I can see it in the dirt. You know, I was real careful when I dug it up. There is a live dig on that in my channel if you want to see it. Well, out pops this letter. And this letter has the principal's name, the class of 1950, and 10 students' names that graduated from that school in 1950. And so this is my time capsule. And so I was super, super excited. I got on the phone real quick and I called the owner. I said, you wouldn't believe what I found, and sent her pictures. And she got on the internet. We started researching the names, and we found out that 6 were deceased, 2 are still unknown. And we had 1 survivor that's still alive. And we've tried to reach out and contact her, but it's been unsuccessful still to this day. I would really love to get a hold of her. Her name is Linda Yearby, and it turns out she was one of the very first professional women's basketball players in the country, and like
Wow.
went on through this team like the Texas Cowgirls, I think it was called, and then went on to this other like fundraising type thing for basketball, and in the end formed her own professional team. So
Wow.
really interesting history. I'd love to just get it back in her hands if possible, but if not, the plan is to return it back to the earth. I'm going to put it all in a sealed, vacuum sealed bag. The letter, I'm going to put my story in there, when I found it, of course, a sticker of mine and a link to the videos. And I found a 1950 Wheatie that I'm going to put back in there. And then really close, not at the school, but really, really close, I found a 1950 silver Rosie that I'm going to put in there too.
Oh,
And I'm
wow.
Nice.
And I'm going to return
That's
it back
nice.
to I'm going to return it back to the school when it's all over.
That gives you a good feeling to do that.
It does. I think it's a really, really cool item. It's so historic, and the owner, like I said, she just loved it. I mean, we've been having so much fun talking back and forth, and I send her pictures every time that I go out, and you keep an eye on the place for them, and because they don't live here in town, they live in a different state. So, but that's my most favorite find anyway.
Wow. That is nice. I can see why that would be your most favorite find.
And I mean, if you haven't seen the grade school digs, I mean, I'm sure many, many, many of you have, but I mean, the silver just keeps coming out of the ground.
Look
I
at
mean,
that.
it is incredible. I mean, it's just,
That's nice.
my silver box full.
That
In
is
fact,
nice.
I got me a new cabinet. It's behind here. You might be able to see that. This is it's a jewelry cabinet. I'm doing some web work for a client, and they shared this with me. It's a jewelry cabinet, and it opens.
Okay, I
Okay,
see.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a broy heel or something. Some some great name, and you can close these, and it's got drawers and places for rings. And so that's my new treasure chest. I'm going to load all my treasure.
That is
Whose microphone is that? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was that fan noise I was talking about. I
Okay.
apologize.
that was the first time we'd heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I turned around. So better.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, good. Sorry, everybody.
That's
So I'm
all
going
right.
to assume that's probably your. I was going to say what's your oddest find you've ever found. So the time capsule probably stands for your oddest find too, isn't it?
Hey, Greaseman.
Oddest. Gosh.
Or unless you have something.
This is probably my oddest. This is a tiny little cap gun
Yeah.
That's a baby.
that I found at a playground at a tot lot, and I mean it's so small.
Yeah.
That's probably my oddest.
I've
I
seen
couldn't get over how tiny it was.
I've seen detectors with those
Little
bitty
tiny ones
cap
like that.
gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I have one that my dad had found. It was like a little cap gun Derringer.
Yeah, and it still kind of works. I mean, everybody said, "Don't pull the trigger," and of course, it was what I did in the video. You know, they were like, "Don't pull the hammer back," and sure, as soon as I did, I was like, "Oh, does it work?" I started messing with it.
Now I gotta ask this: have you ever ran into any Karens that come out and threaten you or run you off? Or...
No Karens yet. I mean, I went down to the local police station when I got started. I said, this is who I am. This is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be hitting these public areas. I just wanted you to know who I am, what's going on, and they were more than encouraging. They said if anybody gives me any slack about digging curb strips in front of their house or anything, to have them call them. So I have not had any Karens yet.
Yeah, well, we had our first one. So.
Yeah, we had our first one.
It's all good, that she had to call the police on us, but they know
she
what we're doing.
insisted because I said, so you own right here at this curb right against the street.
Yes.
I own that.
Own it all.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I should have asked because there was a sign, please clean up after your dog.
Yeah.
So now what does that tell you?
Yeah.
People walk their dog through there.
So it's public.
Public
Yeah.
property.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the police.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, are just like that too. But plus, they don't understand how much trash we take with us. I mean, we take a lot of trash with us. We dig a lot of trash out of the ground. So I think if they knew more about that, they'd be more accepting.
Well, see, the thing of it was, she commenced to saying that, oh, we have a detector too. And Melissa was like, well, then you understand what we're doing and the saving history. And she had nothing to say then. She just.
Yeah. And why we're at the curb strips.
Yeah. So
I've been real lucky too in my town. They're doing curb strip tear outs right now. And so they've let me, as long as I wear my hard hat, they let me detect before they tear it out. Then as soon as they pull it out and dump it in the truck, I swing through there real quick, and right after they tear it out. And then unfortunately, they're taking it and dumping it in a lake somewhere. So there's treasure that is unfortunately getting dumped in the bottom of a lake somewhere. But
it has.
It's really cool to be able to follow them, right? I mean, because they're tearing out the old brick sidewalks. And I mean, brick sidewalks have got to have some treasure between them, under them. Something like that. So I haven't found anything amazing yet, like historically. I found some rain guides and a few stuff like that. So some nice pieces, but nothing like a really great coin. But I believe it's out there.
Yes, they're out there.
Oh, it is. You never know.
And you'll
never
find
know.
that, like Pat always says, you're only one hole away from a really good day. And you just never know what that hole is going to produce. I mean, you might sit and say, oh, I've got a penny signal. I know that's a penny, and dig it, and it's not a penny, and it's something really nice. So.
Yeah,
I'm a dig it all kind of guy. In fact, I don't pay much attention to all the VDI and that anymore. If it beeps, I dig, because you just never know, like you said.
Yeah, you never know till you dig it.
Yeah, there's no way to know. I mean, I'm getting really great at guessing what I think that it is, and so I'm learning and maturing there. But I still dig it all. It bothers me not to. I just think about that signal. I was like, that could have been,
What if?
What if?
And
Yeah.
so and so I go back and
I know when I dug that walker last Sunday, I figured I was just because my machine was hitting 98, 99. I mean, it was pegging out, and I'm like, man, that's going to be a big chunk of brass or junk, because it usually is when it rings that high. It's usually junk. And then I seen that dug down there, and I was like, oh, I can't wait for the
there's
video.
a lot of people that skip those real high trashy tones. They do, and like you said,
mine didn't. It didn't even sound like aluminum, but I dug it like it was.
Yeah.
Hey, FLX.
Well, the thing about it is, when he found that walker, we were in the curb strip.
And it was,
and he had kind of went around me because I was ding donging around with a penny signal.
Or she would have been the one.
Or I would have been the one found it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I just heard this, oh no, I found something big. And I thought, what in the heck has he found now?
Never dreamed of a $50 laying right where it was laying. I mean, it was right next to the road on that, and it was just a little.
Was we on a brick street?
Yeah, it feels so good, doesn't it? It's so amazing when you find something really, really cool. I mean, the excitement's overwhelming for me.
It is,
even though it doesn't seem like it on my videos. People are like, "Man, I'd be running around jumping for joy." I am up here.
I'll never quit getting excited over finds. I mean, I get excited even when I find the first penny and nickel or dime. I mean, it's just great because you find it. You're digging that up out of the ground.
I mean, finally, it's a hobby that pays. I mean, I've never had a hobby that paid. All of the other ones always costed me money instead of made me money. So,
like Rachel says, it's the personal things too you find. I remember when we were doing the old home sites and did the premieres, Robert found a pocket knife. And as he was describing and thinking about the person that lost it, I could hear the crackle in his voice. So he started getting a little emotional on that.
It was precious to someone. And, I know I've lost knives. I lost a knife my dad gave me one time, and I tried to refind. It was at where I used to live, where I grew up. And we went back, and I asked my sister, because my sister still lives there, and she let me hunt the yard, and I was trying to find it, but I never could find that little pocket knife I lost, and I wished I could have, but it's there somewhere.
Hey, Grandma Kelly.
I mean, where it's at in that yard, but it's there. I know I lost it in that yard, but I just never could find it. But I love finding stuff like that. I mean, because, you sit and think that knife could have been given to that person by someone.
Yeah.
When they lost it, they hated to lose it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Every time I find something with some initials or something in it, that's really, really, really cool. I mean, one of the recent rings I found out at the school had the initials DK in there. And so that was cool. So I instantly compared it to the list to make sure that name wasn't on the list, because who knows? I could maybe.
I see Digologist says, we need to help the FLX detectorist get more subs. He is only at 59. Can I get a few clicks, people? Yeah, if
we've got 45
I've
in
got
here.
45 in here. If you're all not familiar with FLX detectorist, please go over and try to
Looter
get
8 just got him. Looter 8 just subbed.
Yeah, everyone go over and
check them out.
Check them out. See if we can get their subs.
That's number 60 right there. Hey, Jim Steele.
All right. Let's see if we can at least get them to 75.
Or something. Yeah, man. Hey, everyone helps.
But every sub helps. Yes, it does.
I remember when we was at 59 and 60
I remember when we was at 30, we thought we were detecting in high cotton. Let me tell you.
Absolutely. Yep.
Hey, metal detecting with Randy.
Hey, Randy,
how you doing?
welcome.
Hey, Randy.
If we need to tell everyone, people that's coming in, hashtag red shoes.
Yes.
Get in on the giveaway here in a little bit. We'll be having before we end this tonight. So
Yeah, it's 8:30 now, so we've still got about 20 minutes,
And we'll be doing the giveaway.
and then we'll do the giveaway. Yeah.
Ed Flash in your pan says, what do you mean by tot lots? A tot lot is a playground.
Yeah.
Ed?
Yep.
Yeah, where all the little kiddies play,
Yeah.
on the equipment and stuff.
Digologist wanted to know, what's the secret to your sub success? A lot of hard work and a lot of good SEO, Digologist. I mean, I spend a great deal of time focused on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I have the time to do it now, and I'm grateful for that. And so just a lot of effort and a lot of really good SEO. I focus on that a lot. And other than that, I go out, dig holes, have fun, and try to make solid videos.
Yeah.
Doing the best I can to bring great entertainment to y'all.
It's a lot of hard work. I mean,
Yes.
you got to put the time in, and it pays off. I mean, it might be slow at times, and subs don't come like you want them to come, but they will.
It's
Just
a full-time job, that's for sure.
Go in people's premieres, their live streams, get in the chats, start.
I remember
talking
when Bhiggles first started.
Yeah.
and
I
just
remember
start
well.
saying
I was like, "Who's this guy?"
hello to
Like out of
everybody.
nowhere. And it's just like he
350.
came in like a bull. He was like, "Shoot!"
I came to
And
make an
main-
impact.
You said that from the day one.
I think I am. So, and I'm honored to be part of all of this, really, because the
And we
community
are-
is outstanding. You can't do it without the community, and this community is just amazing. Everybody is always accepting and welcoming, and I really appreciate that.
We're honored to have you here with us this evening. Thank you for
Joining us, Brian.
yes joining us. We really appreciate that. Now I'm going to ask you a question. What type of pinpointer do you use?
The Garrett Pro Pointer AT.
That seems
I
to be
think that's the
everyone's
one.
go-to
Yeah, I think it is.
pointer.
Yeah.
I had a 4-dock that I used for my first year. It was like a $35 one I got off Amazon. Really great pinpointer. I had a lot of success with it. I actually like that pinpointer in big deep holes, because if you're down there around some iron or something in a big deep hole, that Garrett will just scream and scream and scream and scream and scream. You don't really have any idea. But that 4-dock, it wasn't quite as sensitive. And so I was able, you can get down in a deep hole and it beeps and put it right where you need. And it's a little better for that. But, I wasn't finding like bobby pins and stuff like that I was seeing other channels dig up. I thought it's got to be my pinpointer. So I invested in the Garrett AT Pro, and I love it. That thing will find a needle in a haystack. I mean, oftentimes I'll be in a tot lot and I'll just be under the equipment with nothing but that Garrett, and just scooting around down through there and just coming up with targets and penny and piece of jewelry and money, and just
I know it will drive you. The 360 on it will drive you crazy sometimes, because it is very sensitive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got the levels, you can turn it down and this and that, but when you get down in a deep hole and you're around some big iron or something, that thing will just keep constantly just hollering.
Yeah.
Sometimes it hollers
You
loud.
got to ground balance it too. You can ground balance it.
Yeah, true.
It
Thank
will
you,
narrow
Nick.
down.
Right.
But I see a lot of people saying they started out with the Amazon pinpointers in the chat. I started one too. It's called a GP. It worked all right.
Yeah.
I give it to
some of
people
those
when they
cheap
come
ones-
with me now.
Yeah, they I still have my other one. I mean, my granddaughter uses it, and she found her first $50 with it, a few months back. So it was really exciting for her.
But yeah, I've just used my pinpointer and have found some good finds under bleachers
Mm-hmm.
and under park benches. When just get down on your hands and knees and crawl if you got to.
Yep.
I've crawled up under bleachers, been down on my belly, reaching back
I mean,
in.
bleachers are great spots. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
who can resist a good old bleacher, man?
Yeah. They
Or
are.
an old merry-go-round. You see that old merry-go-round? I'll be down there underneath that thing too. And people think I'm crazy, like, what are you doing? But, getting that treasure.
I've crawled, which I've seen Dan, old Danny boy, just a dig and crawl in them. They're the cages, the round cages.
Yeah.
The only way you can get is squeeze through those little holes. Hey, I've crawled right into those before and get in.
There's great stuff in there too. Under the jungle gym. Yeah, those half dome ones, there's really good stuff in there. It's worth crawling in there for.
That'd be something for a video, seeing Melissa stuck halfway in one of those things.
I got stuck in a McDonald's playground thing. You know, the playhouse thing at the McDonald's that they used to have. I don't know if they still do. I got stuck in one of those. Trying to get my niece out. She wouldn't come out, so I crawled in and I was stuck.
Grandma Kelly asked, B. Higgles, what is SEO? It's SEO, Search Engine Optimization. You know, that's a big part of YouTube is getting found in searches. If you're being found in searches, you're going to get people to your channel. And that's the techniques that I'm using. It stems from my web design experience. I've been designing websites for 30 years. That's what I do. I work at home and been designing websites. And the goal was always to get to Google page 1, rank 1. And so I learned a lot about search engine optimization, how it works, what makes it work. And I thought I might be able to use that experience and apply it to YouTube. And as you can see, it's helping.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Randy, for throwing that up there.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, FLX. Absolutely. So, Brian, what kind of, Rachel's the one that kind of brought this question up. What kind of gear and everything do you pack with you when you're out hunting?
I go really, really light. I use a Garrett Finds pouch, the new one that's got mesh on the top, mesh on the side, and a couple of pouches. All I carry is a magnifier, my brush, and my spray bottle, and my pinpointer. That's it. And my hand lash. And I use a 36-inch shovel.
Yeah. I know we have been talking in past live streams about that, and definitely a first aid kit is a good thing to have.
I mean, I have tons of stuff in my truck, but you know, I'm never really very far from my truck wherever I go.
Toilet paper.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place to hunt? Parks, fields, woods?
It used to be park stuff like that until I learned, you know, what sort of treasures lie in historic fields. And so ever since I was turned on to the grade school, I've been seeking out other old schools. And then the more that I learn about it and learning about the research, and Shane at Ohio River History has been helping me a lot with mapping, but we're now discovering towns that are no longer there, that are now cornfields that are very near me. So I'm hoping to be working that angle and finding out who owns those properties and starting to get permissions at some of those. Because I mean, if an entire town used to be there, now it's a cornfield, it's got to be an amazing dig.
Yeah. I know Peter over at Detect Dig Smile sent me a link to a page that gives us a lot of our where the old home sites are located and the maps and stuff. I can't remember the name of that.
I don't remember either.
But man, it is
Historic
awesome.
Map Works.
Yeah, a little bit of research is going a long way. But you know, I'll dig anywhere. I love tot lots, especially now that everything's getting all dry and you can't really dig the soil anymore. You know, that's tot lot season for me, and I've got about 140 of them mapped out around me. So I'll just do me a little round robin and just bing, 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 just hit the tot lots. And you know, there's gold, silver, clad. You know, you may not find any really old relics or anything like that, but there's value out there. And so I really just dig based on, you know, what kind of weather we're having, and you know, can I dig holes or not?
I see Digologist says the FLX Detectorist is at 69 subs now.
Right.
Thanks everyone for helping them out.
Hey, Starry.
Hey, Starry. If you're just coming into the live stream, hashtag red shoes tonight and get in on the giveaway. And if you're not familiar with FLX Detectorist, go over and check them out and give them a sub, and let's get them subs up even more tonight.
Yep, absolutely.
And as always, when we leave here, we'll be heading over to JP's.
Yep.
So
he is celebrating his 1,000 subs tonight. I'm
so,
sure.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not
Yeah,
misspeaking here.
Congratulations, JP.
Yep.
But I know
P&W, I'm at about 2,200, somewhere like that.
Hey, Pastry, welcome.
Yep. Rachel, you have any questions? Anything you want to ask Anything you want to talk
Um,
about?
What's on your bucket list for the remainder of the year?
Well, I want to find a V nickel that I dig. I found some V nickels that were seeded at Flash Bash, and my mom gave me a couple. But I'd love to dig one of those. And then
Hey, Dennis.
anything seeded silver would be my next. I
Yeah.
got the Walker, so I'm really happy with that. I've got a Barber Dime, 1897 Barber Dime, but I don't have anything seeded, so I'd love to have something seeded. Or
Yeah.
flowing would be even better.
Yeah, I'd like to find an old copper coin, old U.S. copper coin, one of the old ones. I mean, like what are they, like braided hair or?
Oh, you large cent.
Yeah, the large cent.
Any
That's
large,
awesome.
yeah.
I tell you what,
that would probably been my top 3 buckets.
I'm wanting to find a skeleton key
Yes.
and a
Or
crotal
a
bell.
Crotobell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have any crotal bells either.
I got my thimble marked off because I found that back in what was
Thank
it,
you, Mindy.
January
I think
or
so.
February at
It's
one of the old-
wintertime.
yeah, back at one of the old home sites. It was actually a home site where some of Melissa's relatives had lived back in the day. So,
Yeah.
and it was grown up in there. Even through the winter time, you just had a little bit of an area we could actually get in there and
Yeah.
protect. But we had a couple of good finds out of that little spot.
You have
Recently,
to,
I found a 1-room classroom that still stands, and there's still old chalkboards on the wall and stuff. But
Wow.
the floors are wooden floors, the old slat wooden floors, and there's about 18 inches of clearance under it. There's a hole over in the corner, so at some point, Higgles is going to make my
Yeah.
way in under those floorboards at that 1-room school. I'm going to wait till I have some company, because it's not something I probably should be doing on my own. So I'll
right.
have to wait for a collaboration with somebody, but that'll be fun. That's one of my get to spots. That's for sure.
Whistle pig digging.
Yeah, I'm gonna crawl under there, PNW, definitely. It's irresistible. I mean, imagine what's under there. It'll probably be a nightmare because there'll be a bunch of nails and stuff. But I'm pretty persistent, so.
Hey, you never know what's
Yep.
going to fall through them cracks.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I mean, man, it's super scary, sketchy building too. But I don't know. That's why I'll wait till I have a buddy. Use the buddy system.
Yeah,
Yeah.
watch for them
Pay Street
spiders.
said, "Watch out for them spiders." Definitely. You run into something.
Yeah, definitely make sure you have somebody there with you if it's dicey on the structure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never know, do you?
It's just barely standing now, but it's brick, so it's it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Kingery says find where the playground was or the outhouse.
Yeah.
But the rest of it's cornfield. It's like the cornfields are snugged right up next to the building, so I'm sure it's probably out there in the field somewhere. Definitely.
Yeah, or where they would have their laundry line.
Yeah. Yeah. Clotheslines are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are good.
Buttons and
Yep. I know
coins.
when I hunted the house down here, the Brown house down here at the mouth of the holler that time, and was hunting the clothesline, found the 2 pocket watches.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
Whistle pig got a question.
Hey, Diggs.
Okay, let's see. Oh, wrong one. There we go. It says, ask him about discriminating 24 down and only running 25 and up. Does he add 11, 12, and 13?
Okay, so a lot of people are on me about this too. They're like, "What are you doing, discriminating all the way up to 25? Are you insane?" Well, I don't do that everywhere. I'm only doing that. I started doing that at the school because it's a unique permission. Nobody else is allowed to hunt there. So I know that nobody's going to be there. So I thought I want to find some silver. So it seemed to me the smartest way to find some silver was to go ahead and just notch everything out up to 25 and only hunt those tones over 25 to start. And I spent 2 months doing that, finding silver at the school. So, and it produced, almost 50 silvers.
Wow.
And that's why I notch. And yes, I do go back and I do, go through it with everything. And I do double back and double cross and go the other way in a different coil. And I've run the Andy Savage program out there. And, so I'm very diverse about the way that I'm hunting that school. And hopefully I'll get 90% of it.
It's always good to let that ground heal too after
Yeah.
Give it a couple of weeks and go back, because you'd be surprised what'll pop up out of there after.
Well, right now the field grass is high, so it's really almost undetectable in the field right now. They keep the grass around the school really groomed. There's a caretaker that takes care of it. So I may be back if we get some rain. Right now it's just so dry I can't dig holes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
And everybody, you love to see those beautiful plugs, and I don't want to make a big mess out there.
It's hard when the ground is dry, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you need a pickaxe in some of these areas, and that's when I take off to the tot lots and just go have a fun day and hopefully find something cool.
See, that's a nice thing about the woods. If you can find a spot in the woods, it doesn't matter.
Well, I even went the other day. I was going to go to some spots that I thought, man, that's always kind of wet when I've been out there before. And I went out there and it was dry as dirt. I was like, nope, not happening. Couldn't even get down but an inch or two. So
yeah, when you can't even hardly get your digger through the ground, that's just.
Yeah, I don't want to have to, really work to get to that stuff. I mean, when it's good and moist, it's better conductivity anyway. So. Yeah.
You are correct.
Yeah, when it's 90 degrees out, it's not, you're not going to get good signals. I always find when it's about 75 degrees is damp a little bit is just one of the awesomest times to hunt.
Yeah, there's no trees at the school either. It's surrounded by some trees, but there's no shade, there's no cover, so if it's really, really super hot, and I'd rather find a nice shady tot lot.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's amazing what kids will lose in a tot.
Oh gosh, I mean, I'm really lucky here. I still have not seen one other detectorist ever near me, around me, anywhere around, and everywhere I go is just loaded. I mean, it's like nobody's ever detected anything around here. And so everywhere I go, I end up spending months just to try to get what's there, which is not a bad problem to have.
We're in Huntington. There's people that hunt in Huntington.
Yes.
But we've had good luck. My dad used to hunt in Huntington years ago, and they're at the park and curb strips, but my goodness, there's so many curb strips in that town. You'd never hunt them in a lifetime. But hey,
we're going to try our best.
People miss stuff.
People do miss, absolutely. That's the reason they say places are never hunted out, because there's always something there.
Yeah,
they're never hunted out. You just got to put more work into it. That's all.
I've been having a lot of fun at our family camp too. If you've seen any of the Drained Lake videos, we've got a family camp that's out on a private lake, and it's a big old place. They've been, it's been a family camp for like 70 years out there. And recently they drained the water like 4 or 5 foot so that everybody could do dock repairs and get all their docks fixed up. And so I have been out there just hammering that place, and I'm up to like 6-8 rings so far out there. And I mean, beautiful rings are coming out of there too. It's finally a beach in Indiana that I'm getting to dig, and then now I'm doing the water digging part of it, and we're having a lot of fun. We're finding a lot of good treasure.
Oh yeah, I know out at our the local swimming spot there, Beach Fort, we found several nice rings when they drain the lake down and then get out into the swimming area.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have found several nice rings.
You
and-
found a complete wedding band set.
Yeah, it's a
It was
sterling.
sterling silver with
Wow.
amethyst.
Yeah, found the
Yeah,
first
such a
one.
rare location to
Next
get to
we
be able
go.
to dig. You know, you have to take advantage of spots like that. And it's a little far from home. I travel a little bit to get out there, but you know, it's not like the lake's ever going to be down again or anytime soon. So
Yep.
The thing
You
of
are
it
right.
is out there, there's getting to be people go out there and metal detect, and they're leaving holes everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm
Right.
afraid I'm going to go out there one time, and the rangers are going to say,
No more.
even though I've talked
Hey,
to the,
Mrs. Can Do.
even though I've talked to the rangers out there, and they've sat and watched me hunt, and they know that I don't leave a mess. So, but you know, it's not going to matter when they decide no
Yeah.
more. They're not
No
going to
more.
care. They're going
yeah,
to
the
tell
place
me.
I'm at's private, thankfully, so I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
And I hate that because we have had such good luck out there. And when they start draining, soon as we know that they start draining it, we start going out there because
Mhm.
it'll go down a little bit at a time. So
Mhm.
it's all new ground.
Yeah.
over
Hey,
over
It's
about
awesome
a month
stuff.
of them draining it. So
Yep. Well, guys, I see it is 10
Oh,
minutes
wow.
till it is time to do the
Wow.
giveaway.
time
So,
flies.
That hour's
Everyone that's
gone.
just joining,
Hashtag red shoes. Get in
yes,
there.
hashtag red shoes. We'll give you a few seconds to get that in there.
And we're going to do our giveaway and
And I
chat
apologize if I missed anybody's questions or anything. I mean, if you got questions for me, just give me a holler.
You know, I've been trying to keep track of the
Rachel, she's been keeping
chat.
track of them. Yeah.
So, but we've had
She is a number one.
had a good time this
I
evening.
try.
Absolutely.
And thanks
Okay.
again for having me. I really appreciate it.
We appreciate you
We
being on tonight.
appreciate having you here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, I think we're going to get ready and do this thing.
Well, let's give them, we'll
Few
give them
more-
a few more seconds
As
to make
from
sure.
what I'm
It looks like,
seeing,
I think let's see how many entries we have. We have 44 in the chat and we've got 39 entries. So it's not too bad.
Meanwhile, they're all making me blush. Jersey Ray Diggs is a rock star. Pins a gold star on Jersey Ray Diggs.
well, they
It
are
does make you
absolutely
blush.
correct.
It makes you feel good. I mean, that's
I did.
what community should do.
Well, FLX earlier
This
said
community's great
Jersey Ray
at.
Diggs finds great things.
And
Sometimes
you do. My first
finds crazy
palladium.
stuff.
Hey, Joel.
I haven't found really. I only found 2 rings so far. So.
That
Wow.
came out of the top lot at Flash Bash. That was
Yes.
a palladium ring.
That is a nice ring.
Couldn't believe it.
Absolutely. Okay, let's do this.
Let's do it.
this giveaway.
Let's
I
don't
know
keep them
people
waiting
are
any
waiting
longer.
a bit to see who's
Give
going
away
to
some
win this giveaway tonight. So let me go over here and
We have 42 entries, so that's good.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
All
So good
right.
luck, everybody.
Marty's.
Marty.
He's already won.
How long ago did he win?
Just recently.
Did he? Okay.
Shall I give you?
Yeah, let's because we like
I
to
got-
try to give everyone a chance to.
He won June 11th.
Okay, so Marty,
We're,
We're
going to
gonna
draw
redraw.
again.
and give some because you understand. Everyone understands
Yeah.
that. So
We
Definitely.
want to spread
we
the
just want
love.
to try to make sure everyone.
So good luck,
So,
everyone.
let's do this again. Watch his name come up again.
That would be pretty amazing.
Flash in your pan.
pan. Ed,
Ed.
are you
All
still
right.
with
Let's
us?
see if Ed,
Yeah, he's still in there.
is he still in there?
Yeah, he just made a comment like a minute ago.
Well, okay. I'm sure. Yeah, I didn't see it. So, I'll give him a second to say I'm here. So yeah, and we have his.
We have his information. Yes,
Information.
we do.
Yes, we do. And he is a new cover too.
He is a new cover. Yes, he is.
Congratulations.
Yep, we covered him in there at
Flash
Flash Bash.
Bash, yes.
Him and Charlie and Can Do and
Yeah,
Mike Miller.
I'm not
and
sure how I missed
Mikey
that.
J. and
Mikey
Mark
J.
Miller.
Mark Miller and Mikey J.
Because that was right after the drawings, wasn't it?
Yes,
The
it was.
raffles and stuff.
It was,
Yeah.
yes.
I'm not sure what I'm not sure what happened.
Southwest
Rip
Florida
Trip.
Treasure
Hey,
Detecting.
welcome.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
hey,
joining
Dennis.
us. Okay, Ed, flash in your pan. I'm
pan.
not seeing anything. Have you seen him,
She
Rachel,
said
anymore?
No, he had literally just made a comment right before
Okay.
you did it. So
Go back up.
I'm going to
I know he
say,
could still tagged, so he's still.
Well, what was
Hey,
I
Joel.
doing, Shay?
we'll give him a couple of more seconds to say, hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
Come on, Ed.
Come on, Ed, or I'm gonna.
He is taggable, so
Yeah, he's still there.
Okay.
Oh, I know he was in here.
Yeah, he was. Like I said, he like literally just made a comment a minute before you did that to somebody. I don't remember who.
Jimmy Licari. I think, let me see here.
Yes.
Wrong book.
Wrong book. Well, we know he was in here. We're gonna
Yeah.
give it to him. So I mean, he might have walked away from the screen for a minute. So
Yeah,
It
he probably
happens.
it
did.
happens.
Yes, it does.
So,
So congratulations,
congratulations,
Flash,
Ed.
in your pan.
Yes.
Woo, way to go, Ed.
Woo! We will get that out to you. If
Dennis
you're
Farley, I
listening,
have
you
no
may be indisposed, but we'll get that out to you within
In
the
the week.
week.
Yep. Yeah, we've got another couple of pieces of mail we've got to get.
Yeah.
Well, one piece. So it's not too bad. But yeah.
Dennis, I haven't sold any of my rings or anything. I'm not real sure. Right now, I'm like trying to fill a treasure chest. So, and it got a lot bigger. So I got my work ahead.
That's one thing. The very first gold ring I found, it was a
Thank you, Thomas.
Disney princess engagement ring, and I ended up selling that ring, and it paid for our detector and stuff. So
Yeah.
but sometimes I wished I hadn't have sold that ring, but
Sure.
Oh,
you
well,
know,
it
it
happens.
happens.
You know, if I have anything like really valuable, I definitely could use money for more gear. So I wouldn't be opposed to getting rid of something. That's for
Oh
sure.
yeah. If I found gold rings on the beach, they're going down for melt.
Thanks, PNW.
Jimmy Licari, your mail went out yesterday.
Yep.
Hi, Loretta.
Get rid of that. There we go.
Thank you, Thomas.
Yeah, we just got a few minutes here. We'll just hang out, and then, like I said,
So we still have 44 in the house.
yeah, JP's bar. Everyone go over and hang out there for a while. That's what we always do for until about
Yeah,
midnight.
all this talking,
Sure.
I am thirsty. That is for sure.
Drink all my water.
I am ready for a cold one.
I'm watering it tonight. Yeah.
I'm watering it.
We got.
Well, I'm going to hit the bar with a cold one.
Hey, BC Treasure Trails.
Hey, BC.
We're not detecting tomorrow, but we've got some other things we're going to do. So
Yeah.
got to kind of stay head
I
clear.
just want cooler weather. It's been so miserable here lately for the last couple of weeks. It's just so hot. I want some relief.
Signals from the soil. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, we let she jumped out the door today, the cat, and she was out there
Thank
for
you,
about
Don.
an hour. So we went out to find her, and here she's coming. She's panting, and you hardly ever see her.
Yeah.
I said, I told you it was too hot out there.
Mhm.
She comes in, goes to the kitchen, and just flops over in the air conditioner.
Yeah.
So she's spoiled.
Warm.
But I told her, I said, no more. I said,
Not
no
until
more
it
until it
cools
cools
down.
down.
Yeah.
Which she doesn't understand.
No,
I mean,
she
she
doesn't.
just wants out, but then she gets out there and then realizes, okay, yeah.
I tell you what I've been enjoying right now is our hummingbirds.
Yeah,
We only had one or
finally-
two. Now we have
About 6 or 7,
yeah.
possibly more. have
Yeah.
finally
I'm
come
going to say
in.
7 or 8. So
Yeah.
I've got a couple of feeders out. I love sitting and watching them.
Yeah.
Yeah, hummingbirds are really cool.
We had one hit our glass door here not too long ago, and it was sitting on the carpet rug. And I looked out the door before opening it, and I said, Robert, there's a hummingbird sitting here.
He had just kind of knocked himself.
Knocked the wind out of
Out
his
of it.
sails.
I took him and and got
Yeah.
the feeder and set it on the ground and set him there on the feeder. And in about 10 minutes,
They say those water fountains really bring in the hummingbirds too. If you have like a little fountain that can, spray like a bird bath fountain, supposedly they bring those in too.
We don't have one of those, but that is a thought, especially for hot weather. They'd
They
love
say
it.
they go crazy for it. I've never tried it, but it might be worth a try.
yeah.
Really, Don, you all not got any this year. We thought we were going to have a shortage.
Yeah, I mean,
Because we just had one or two there for the longest time.
yeah, and then now they're finally starting to
Yep.
move in. So, which I heard someone say something about some bird flu is really bad this year, and that the hummingbirds kind of got, I guess, because someone else was talking about they didn't have any hummingbirds yet.
Yeah.
And something about some kind of virus or something with the birds. So it's always something.
Mr. Diggs Always Glad for Clad says a hummingbird landed on his ear last summer. Very unusual. Yes, that is.
I would say so.
Yes.
Well, when you wear a red shirt and red shoes, they often come to investigate.
Yeah, yeah.
I've had some get very close in this little spot right here.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
precious. I love the little fellas. They're so cute.
They are. They're neat to watch. They're aggressive towards ours, or at least they're aggressive towards each other. You'll have that one male. He loves to chase all the rest of them off.
Mhm.
Them
Yeah,
feeders
they're
are
very territorial. That's
Oh,
for
yes. He's aggressive. Hey,
Hey,
Jenny
Jenny finds
Fines.
pennies. Yeah, we're getting ready to call it quits, guys. It's 9:00. We're only an hour happy hour, and we're going to run over to JP's and
Yeah.
hang out for a while this evening and see what them guys have got into this over the past few days. And
Well, since we talked to him last night, I'd say not much
probably
more.
not much.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again for having me. Thank you, Rachel. Great seeing everybody out in the chat. I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us, Brian. I'm going to throw you into the back room, and
We'll
you
be
just
right back
just
with
hang
you.
out there for a little bit, and we'll
Sure.
chit chat for a little bit.
We won't
So,
keep you long.
we want to thank you, and if anyone in the chat, I'm sure everyone is familiar with Brian's page, but B. Higgles, if you're not
Go
familiar
check
with him,
out.
go over and check him out. Give him a subscribe, big thumbs up, leave him a comment, watch some of his videos. He has some awesome finds, guys.
Drop my
Definitely
link.
killing it.
The man
Shameless
with the
plug.
little red shoes.
And I want to thank everyone for helping out
Yes.
FLX Detectors tonight and getting their subs up some. And be
Yes.
sure to go out. We'll have to go over
We'll
and
go over and check you out
check
too.
them out too.
I'll
And
get over there in a bit myself.
thanks for helping with them. And just that's what it's all about.
That is absolutely what it's all about.
Yep. All right, Brian. We're going to throw you in the back room. Just hang out a little bit. We'll be with you.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
for joining. And
Thanks for having me again.
we'll be right back. All right. Nice for Brian to come and stop by. Awesome
Absolutely.
stuff.
Yes.
And Rachel, once again, always thanks for co-hosting with us
Yes.
tonight. If we ever drop off, it's always your savior to be there to keep the stream going. So
Well, I appreciate your trust in me to not do anything bad while you're not there if you drop off.
We trust you.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you, Drummond
thank
to Tech.
So Rachel, we're going to throw you in the back room. Just hang out a few minutes and
All right.
We'll
Peace
be
out.
we'll be right there. All righty, everyone. Thanks for joining us
Yes,
this
thank you.
evening for another happy hour. We appreciate all of you, man.
Each and every one of you. We love you guys, and thank you so much for joining
Stopping
us.
by and helping out the other channels
Yep,
with their
absolutely.
subs. Some, that's what we're all.
Hey, Caleb.
Yeah, we're getting ready to jump off here, but you can always go back and watch the replay.
Absolutely. We
So,
appreciate you joining us, Caleb.
Yep.
Tell your dad we said hello.
Thanks, Jimmy. And we're going to just cut out. Like I said, we're going to go over here in a bit and hang out with JP and the gang and see what they're all into and have a good time tonight and then go crash.
I bet they're into some fun stuff this evening.
Always good to go over and hang out with them guys.
Hanging out with
Yep.
the guys.
So I guess we'll see everyone here at the command center next Saturday night for
Yes.
another happy hour. And we have a guest lined up. They were supposed to be tonight, but work and life got in the way.
So we hope they make it
that
next
They
Saturday.
get to make it next Saturday.
Because life kicks in, and we understand that.
And hopefully
Thank
we'll have
you,
another
FLX.
good live stream next weekend, and we'll be doing another giveaway as always.
Absolutely.
And thank everyone for stopping by tonight
Yes.
at happy hour. And we'll leave you all with if you lose it,
we find it.
and we'll see you all on that next good
Cover find.
Thanks for joining,
See ya.
guys. And we are out. Bye-bye.